I live for the Spirit, I am. Oh, I am, I am. I live for the Spirit, I am. I live for the Spirit, I am. Oh, I am, I am. I live for the Spirit, I am. I live for the Spirit, I am. Oh, I am, I am. I live for the Spirit, I am. I live for the Spirit, I am. Oh, I am, I am, I am. Looking in the mirror, I'm asking, am I the change I long to see? You know the world is just a picture of what's inside you and me. I live for the Spirit, I am. I live for the Spirit, I am. Oh, I am, I am. I live for the Spirit, I am. I live for the Spirit, I am. Oh, I am, I am, I am. Walking with Spirit.
I am, I am, I am.
Talking with Spirit.
I am, I am, I am.
Moving with Spirit.
I am, I am, I am.
We're one with Spirit. I am. Ooh.
Well, good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday to each and every one of you, whether you are here in our sanctuary or joining us online. Thanks for bringing your energy, sharing it with us, and creating this village that is really working here on Calhoun Street in Woodstock. I'm Reverend Tom. It's just a joy to be with you today, and my wife and partner is home today working hard on her intensives with the hope of being ordained this week as a full-fledged Unity minister. And we see it unfolding at the right and perfect time. Absolutely. But we'll tell Spirit if it's this week, it's okay with us, right? Okay, great. You know, I know wherever you are on your spiritual path, you're welcome here. And whatever your belief system happens to be, whatever your status in life is, this is your home and you are welcome, and we're glad you share your time and energy with us. So why don't we start with a prayer? Shall we do that? Okay. Oh, wow. I'm going to say thank you, sweet Spirit, for this day. It is our only day right now, today. And so with the power of you in my heart, the Christ presence in me, I now release yesterday and I let go of tomorrow, and I live fully in today, and I give thanks for that idea. I breathe into that consciously, and I claim this day for my good and the good of all whose path I cross today. I give thanks that today is a divine win-win for me and for all those who I know and see and speak to. I give thanks for this spiritual community that supports each other in ways that are beyond words. I give thanks for this privilege of living and breathing, and I make it clear that is so by my actions. Thank you, Mother, Father God, for this day. I claim it, I use it to be your hands and feet, and so it is. Amen. Well, the 5 unity principles are the basis for everything we do and teach here today, so I'll ask you each to join me in affirming them if you would, please. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the good omnipotence. The Christ Spirit lives within me. Thoughts held in mind produce after their kind. I experience God's presence and power through prayer and meditation. I put my faith into action by demonstration. You know, we espouse the idea that we are more spiritual than religious. I won't say a lot about that because I'll be speaking at length during my talk. You know what it means? It means you're an individual and you have every right to be. Just follow the Christ in you for your guidance, and you'll know the right thing to do. And it's that time in our service where we give of our tithes and offerings. And if you're in the sanctuary here with us, you may want to take them in your hand. You can also refer to the QR code on the placard in front of you. And if you're online, we ask you to hold in mind the prosperity of not only this ministry, but your own too. And we believe that you further the prosperity of each by giving regularly. So if you would go to our website and hit the Donate Now button, we'd appreciate that. But no, you are welcome here. You are welcome here. So I invite you to hold your gift in your hand or your mind and join me in our tithes and offerings prayer together, please. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Amen. For those of you here, there's a collection basket at the rear of the sanctuary, and thank you for your support. Oh, what a great day. We are so blessed here. You'll hear me say over and over again, it takes a village. Our tech team is a village that brings you all the technology in today's service, whether present or online. It is led by Mr. George Mulligano, and so capably, part of their team is Joe and Kim Joswiak. Thank you so much for all you do. I really mean that. Wow. And our music team, today we have Lori Gray Mulligano and Alpha Stewart Jr. leading us in prayer. Wow. And with that, I'll turn it over to you.
Surrounded by fields of grain, hopped on a plane, never to return, destination find her way. Landed in the middle of a big blue sea, and before she had time to unpack, she listened to the sound of the waves on the shore and knew she was never going back. Stay the course, you can't turn back. You might get scared, you might get lonely, thinking about ways you can lose the path. It's all harmful distractions. Stay the course in the changing sea. Tides are turning, waves are churning, thinking about trying to take another from me. Hey, 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 hey. Ooh. Hey, 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 hey. Ooh. Never a cool kid, had no friends in school, kid never raised his hand in class. At night he stared at the ceiling, wondering if his loneliness would last. Another chord he strummed, another note he hummed, another melody. But as soon as he stepped on the stage and saw them smiling back, he knew what he was meant to do. Stay the course, you can't turn back. You might get scared, you might get lonely, thinking about ways you can lose your path. It's all harmful distractions. Stay the course in the changing sea. Tides are turning and waves are churning, thinking about trying to take another from me. Ooh. Stay the course, you can't turn back. You might get scared and you might get lonely, thinking about ways you can lose your path. It's all harmful distractions. Stay the course in the changing sea. Tides are turning churning, thinking about trying to take another from me.
Trying to take another from me.
Ooh, stay the course.
Stay the course.
Ooh, now stay the course.
Stay the course.
Oh yes, now stay the course. Stay the course. Stay the course. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Stay the course. Stay the course.
Stay the course.
Thank you, thank you. So let's take a deep breath together in this reflective time. And remember, our thoughts are our prayers. Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Listen to what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always here. And every thought becomes a prayer. And every thought becomes a prayer.
What a joy it is to lead you in guided meditation this morning. Take a breath and take it easy and make yourself just comfy. Adjust your position if you need to. Close your physical eyes if you want to. This is your time. Your time to be fully present to God in you, the Christ in you. A voice that is gentle as the wind, always there. Let us enter this time with the idea of complete relaxation. Oh, I feel so relaxed. Oh, I feel good. Feel at peace. I feel at peace. Breathe into peace. Breathe into peace. Simply be with yourself. Be aware of your chest expanding and contracting with each breath. Perhaps you can feel your heartbeat too. Just be aware of life. Life within. Such a miracle. Relax deeper into the life within you. Allow your mind to take you to the journey of its choice. No agenda here. Just go. This is our time to time travel, wherever we would. And wherever we choose, I invite us to take along with us the idea of peace. 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 I breathe peace today. Wherever my journey takes me, I speak peace today. Whatever my eyes see, I see through it until I find peace today. Peace. I am peaceful. I am peaceful. My body relaxes into that idea. I am peaceful. Peace. My lungs fill and empty in concert with peace. My heart beats the rhythm of peace today. Today I rest in peace, and I am active in peace. I am a peaceful person. My body heals in peace. And for those times where it's difficult to find, I hold the vision for it. Peace. And as we bring our attention back to this time and this place, you can wiggle your fingers and your toes and open your eyes if you wish. Just feel the peace. Throughout our days today, let us be peaceful. And so it is. Amen. Thank you, Lori and Alpha. Life does not happen to me. life happens through me. I do not experience life. I create my life experiences. We are not pawns in some universal chess game. We are each in control of our minds. We are each in control of the thoughts we think, the feelings they create, and then the actions that those feelings perpetuate. The world does not happen around us. Instead, we experience the world by means of the choices we make. The title of my talk today is Eavesdrop on Your Mind. Listen to your mind. But when you're eavesdropping, it's like kind of eavesdropping in secret, overhearing, listening from a distance. Listen to yourself from a distance. Listen to your mind. Listen to your thoughts, because your thoughts create your world and your experience. Kind of step back and say, what am I thinking here? It's what it means to be on the spiritual path, at least part of it. We utilize the power of God in us. We call it the Christ presence, that universal power to create our life experience, always with choice. You've heard me say ad nauseum, maybe it takes a village. Well, it takes a village, yes, to create this vibrant spiritual community, no doubt about it. It takes this host of individuals to make it what it is and to continue to grow us and make us even better. And yet, individually, we walk alone. We walk alone in terms of we create our response to the world around us. We create our ideas, we take actions that support this center, and of course, other activities and organizations you're engaged in and involved in. Each of us individually creating a village of spiritual teachings and support. So, in unity, you never lose your individuality, ever. Instead, you use it to make us better. I'm thinking of wedding ceremonies I've officiated at, and typically there's a portion of the ceremony called the commitment ritual. This is where, there'll be a unity candle, a big old unity candle here, and two lit candles at the side, right? Or maybe two vials of different colored sand, and then one larger vase to accept the sand. And the couples will take the unity candles. You've all seen this, and they light the unity candle, now showing their one. A couple place the candles back. Or they'll take vials of sand, different colors, pour them into the one, and then they mix together and indicating they're one. The ones I like the best are the ones where they leave the individual candles burning, or where they leave a little bit of sand in each vial. Why? Why would I like that? Because it shows they're still individuals. We can never afford to lose our identity in relationship. Just bring our identity and make it better. So every day we can say, here I go again, creating my reality, creating my life experience, bringing who I am to wherever I am. Walking alone within a village contributing to our village by means of our thoughts and actions. We're each a little grain of sand in those 2 vials I talked about. We're each a grain of sand within the hourglass that is our spiritual center, bringing our own uniqueness as time flows. At the same time, we're accepting the individual support of each of the members here as we walk our path of dreams and visions and our challenges and our successes. So we're both adding to our village by being who we are and accepting from our village because everyone else here is being who they are. Man, I tell you what, if that isn't a win-win, I don't know what is. And you don't have to do it by conforming to some rigid standards, except be you, be authentic. Here's another clear example of all that as it applies to this spiritual community. Now, you know, each Sunday evening, MP sends out an email blast telling you what's coming next week, right? And of course, it's kind of a template. She just changes what she needs to change, you know, which is why the last one she issued said, please join us this Sunday at 10 a.m. as our spiritual leader, Reverend Tom Went, presents the talk. I guess I've been promoted. But I want to make it clear, I am not the spiritual leader here. You've got a really good one. And our lead musicians, Lori and Ken, they received that email too. Typically the next day or so, MP receives an email, often I will be copied on it too, asking for additional information on the talk so that they can provide music that's consistent with the message. You know, it kind of made me think, well, why do we make them ask? Why don't we just tell them? So, no, it's there. So they're taking action on their own, contributing to the village, aren't they? This past week, Lori suggested the first song be the one she sang, Stay the Course by Iration. Great message. Did you hear it? The first verses speak of a woman. It says, she woke up one day with the rising sun, surrounded by fields of grain, hopped on a plane never to return. In the Gospel of John, Jesus is purported to have said, 4 months more, purported to have said, do you not say 4 months more and then the harvest? He says, I tell you, open your eyes and look at the fields. They are ripe for harvest. He's saying, don't wait. Don't wait. Her field was ripe for harvest. She wasn't going to wait anymore. I ask all of you, where is there a field that you've been neglecting the harvest, putting off maybe that's ripe to be taken? So I went on to say the destination is to find her way. She hopped on a plane to find her way. Landed in the middle of a big blue sea, it says. And before she had time to unpack, in other words, almost immediately, she listened to the sound of the waves on the shore and knew she was never going back. Part of me said, this is a Midwestern woman who landed in Hawaii. Or perhaps the island in the middle of the big blue sea was a new awareness, an expanded consciousness, where her mind was exploring new possibilities. a paradise island? Could there not be a Hawaii for each of us right here in Woodstock or wherever you live? Flying us from where we are to where we want to be and we land there? If we eavesdrop on our minds, if we kind of listen to what we're telling ourselves, we know where that is. Buy a ticket. Get on the plane and go there. Go there in baby steps if you want to, but go there. Then the song flips to a man experiencing aloneness most of his life. Boy, the lines, I related to these. Never a cool kid. I remember that, like always trying to be cool, but never feeling like I was. And I look back and I think, oh God, the silliness. Never a cool kid, had no friends in school, never raised his hand in class. Oh man, I feel the loneliness. Wondering if his loneliness would last. Ooh. The poet Hafiz says, I wish I could show you when you are lonely or in darkness the astonishing light of your own being. It says right up here, you are the light of the world, but sometimes isn't it hard to find it or see it or know it? But it's the truth. Hafiz is saying, oh, I wish you knew. I wish you knew. The song goes on to say, another chord he strummed, another note he hummed, another original melody. Ah, a singer, a musician, I said. I get it. Or metaphysically, the music that is playing within us, whatever that might be, wanting to be expressed. We're all musicians with music inside of us. People in my coaching profession will ask me, well, what do you like about coaching? I said, I love helping people play more of the music that is within them. We've all got it. We've got symphonies, we've got rock, we've got metal, I don't know, ballads, whatever. It's there, it's in us, and Spirit is begging us to play it. The song goes on and says, because as soon as he stepped on the stage and saw them smiling back, he knew what he was meant to be. He found his light that Hafiz was referring to, didn't he? A musician, perhaps, who performed publicly, maybe for the first time, found the courage to stand up there and provide. I bet every musician here can remember that or think about that. And knew, oh yeah, this is me. This is me. But is that limited to musicians? What a great metaphor for the stage you or I step onto when we are authentically experiencing and expressing our Christ nature. Maybe for the first time in some area where we've been afraid to harvest that grain. Unencumbered by our history or the air stories we tell ourselves, finally we make the move. Unencumbered by worry. That's like stepping on the stage for the first time and seeing the universe smiling back at us, affirming us, knowing that, yeah, this is me. This is me. There was a daily lesson in Unity's Lenten booklet this week on worry. It said, when I look back over my life at all the things I worried about, wrung my hands over, twisted my heart in a knot over, I realize how few of these things ever came true. My worries, large and small, are rooted in doubt and anxiety and fear. And you know what? When I'm worried, I cannot find the truth of my being. There's not even a light shining under the door for me to open when I'm worried, because all I'm doing is worrying. My worry clouds my thoughts and impacts my choices and my actions. You know, and I'm sadly wondering about that young boy in the song who never had friends or raised his hand in school. I wonder if he was worried about looking foolish or making a mistake, or what are they going to think? Worried about how he might be perceived. Doubts and fears. Not realizing that his very actions may have led others to believe he didn't want friends. What I know for sure is worry cannot change the past or the future, but it can make a real mess of the present. And the present is all we have. So we need to eavesdrop on our mind, and if we're worried, just acknowledge it. Say, okay, I'm moving on now. I'm moving on. These two individuals, Hawaii, the stage, whatever, wherever, they took that step. They took that step. They listened to the pull. They listened to the urge and realized, oh yeah, this is me. This is so right. Where are you being called? What are you putting off? What are you delaying? Where is the harvest that you feel has to happen sometime can happen right now? They didn't know where they were going. They really didn't. But they took the step. But they knew where they had been, and it wasn't right. They were eavesdropping on their minds and seeing there's a little light shining under that door. I better open it. I better open it. And they didn't know for sure what was behind it. Okay? The song goes on to say, stay the course. You can't turn back. You might get scared. You might get lonely thinking about the ways you could lose your path. Resistance is going to happen. Resistance happens when we step out of our comfort zone. There are bungee cords back here trying to pull us back. Let me tell you. And you can stretch them way out. And then you come up with all kinds of reasons. You don't say, well, I need to get back in my comfort zone. You say, well, I don't know if this is working. Well, I don't know if this... Expect that. Expect that. You might get scared. You might get lonely thinking about ways you could lose the path. Expect resistance. But it goes on to say, it's all harmful distractions. That's all it is. Harmful distractions. This negative, limiting self-talk. Stay the course in the changing sea. We stay the course by being members of this active village, accepting the supporting thoughts and actions of others as we share our dreams unfolding. Eavesdrop, listen to your mind, listen to your self-talk, listen to your speak, listen to the stories we're telling ourselves. Is it a true story? Really? If it has something to do with some light under a door, it's a true story. It's that door saying, come on, open me, open me. And listen to the possibilities your mind is telling you exist. We don't experience life. We create our life experience. We're on our own. We're on our own. We are each walking down the street of our dreams. Pay attention. And you know, in all of these examples that I've given, Alpha and Lori, someone said, I've made up my mind, I ain't wasting no more time, and I'm wondering if you could say a little more about that for me.
I don't know where I'm going, but I sure know where I've been. Hanging on the promises and songs of yesterday. I've made up my mind. I'm not wasting all my time, 'cause here I go again. Here I go again. Though I keep searching for an answer, I never seem to find what I'm looking for. Oh Lord, I pray you give me strength to carry on, 'cause I know what it means to walk along the lonely streets of dreams. Here I go again on my own, going down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone, and I've made up my mind. I'm not wasting all my time. I'm just another heart in need of rescue, waiting on love's sweet charity. I'm gonna hold on for the rest of my days, 'cause I know what it means to walk along the lonely streets of dreams. Here I go again on my own, going down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone, and I've made up my mind. I'm not wasting all my time. Here I go again. Here I go again. Here I go again on my own, going down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone, and I've made up my mind. I'm not wasting all my time. I know what it means to walk along the lonely streets of dreams. Here I go again.
So a week ago, Lori did not know that song or how to sing it. This week, she put her and Alpha put that effort into it to help create this village. So thank you to both of you. I really mean that. Thank you. Wow. Whew. So now you know a little bit more about the spiritual path and what we're about. And if you think that talk and that music was good, fasten your seatbelts because you're in for the announcements. Yep. It's even hard for me to hear. Excuse me. Okay, we're back. Of course, you know we're enjoying fellowship after the service. Also, A Course in Miracles class is ongoing based on the book A Course in Miracles Made Easy. You can go to our website, unitywoodstock.org, and the events calendar and find when all these are happening. Likewise, Mind Shifters, Changing Your Life through Michael Rice's work. Coming soon. This is a church chat suggestion that we're following through. A new group is going to be formed called Community Connect. It's going to keep our congregants connected to their spiritual family. Trainings are going to occur. That's about all I can share with you today because that's all I know, but know that it is coming and you'll hear more in the future. Also, our Pine Ridge trip to the Pine Ridge Lakota Sioux Indian Reservation in June. We will have another information Zoom meeting this coming Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. Any of you who are still interested, thinking of going, or you're just considering it, please feel free to join us. We've got so far 7 people going, and some are from other churches, and other churches have expressed an interest. So this is pretty cool. We're making a difference. And lastly, regarding the special announcements, our annual meeting is coming up in May, first weekend in May, and in it is when some of our board members' terms expire, so we're looking for people who are called to sacred service as board members. If you'd like to serve as a board member, please email MP, or you can just let me know after this service, and it's one of the few instances I'll triangulate for you. But if you're interested in serving on the board, please let us know. We need people who are committed and really want to help grow this ministry. Also, remember Monday meditations and affirmations coming this week, and like and subscribe to us on Facebook. With that, I'll ask us all to stand for the prayer for protection, and then we'll close with the peace song. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And so it is. Amen. Woo.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. Take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. I live for the Spirit,